Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Do you ever find yourself stuck in a loop, replaying conversations in your head, worrying about a future that hasn't happened, or second-guessing every decision you make? If so, you're not alone. This constant mental chatter is called overthinking, and it's one of the biggest thieves of our peace and happiness. It's like having a browser with 100 tabs open in your mind all at once. It's exhausting, right? Today we're going to dive deep into why overthinking kills our peace, and most importantly, explore practical, effective strategies to quiet that noisy mind and reclaim our inner calm. So what exactly is happening when we overthink? It's not the same as deep, productive thinking or problem solving. Overthinking is when your thoughts become repetitive, unproductive, and often negative. It's like a hamster running on a wheel, lots of motion, but you're not getting anywhere. You might be ruminating, which is dwelling on past events and mistakes, or you might be chronically worrying about what-ifs in the future. Both of these patterns trap us in a cycle of anxiety and stress. Our brains are wired to solve problems, but when there's no immediate solution, or when we're focusing on things outside our control, our mind just keeps spinning its wheels, generating more stress hormones and making us feel powerless. This mental exhaustion drains our energy, affects our sleep, impacts our relationships, and stops us from enjoying the present moment. The truth is, you can't find peace by thinking your way to it. Peace is found when you quiet the thinking. The first and most powerful step to stop overthinking is to become aware of it. You can't change a habit you don't know you have. Start by paying attention to your thought patterns. When you catch yourself replaying a scenario for the 10th time or spiraling into a worry vortex, just gently label it. Say to yourself, there I am, overthinking again. Don't judge yourself for it. The goal isn't to forcefully stop the thoughts, which can often make them stronger. The goal is simply to notice them. This act of noticing creates a small gap between you and your thoughts. In that gap, you have a choice. You can choose to continue down the rabbit hole, or you can choose to gently redirect your attention. This simple practice of mindfulness is the foundation for taking back control from your overactive mind. Think of it like noticing clouds in the sky. You see them, you acknowledge they are there, but you don't have to get swept up and carried away by them. Once you've become aware that you're overthinking, the next step is to challenge those thoughts. Our minds often jump to the worst-case scenario. A powerful technique is to question the validity of your worries. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this is actually true? Or what is a more realistic or positive outcome? Another great question is, will this matter in 5 years? Or even in 5 months? This helps put your worries into perspective. Often, the things we spend hours agonizing over are temporary and have little long-term impact. You can also try the "so what" technique. Okay, so what if that embarrassing thing happens? What would you do? By creating a plan for the worst-case scenario, you often realize that you'd be able to handle it, which takes away its power and stops the cycle of fear. This isn't about ignoring potential problems. It is about separating irrational fears from genuine concerns and focusing your energy on what you can actually control. Now, let's talk about getting out of your head and into your body. Overthinking is a purely mental activity, so one of the quickest ways to stop it is to engage your physical senses. This is what we call grounding. Look around the room and name 5 things you can see. Notice their color, shape, and texture. Then listen for 4 things you can hear: the hum of the fridge, birds outside, your own breathing. Next, feel 3 things you can touch: the fabric of your clothes, the chair beneath you, the temperature of the air on your skin. Can you identify 2 things you can smell? And finally, 1 thing you can taste. This simple 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique yanks your attention out of the chaotic world of your thoughts and plants it firmly in the present reality. It's incredibly effective for stopping an anxiety spiral in its tracks. Physical activity is another fantastic tool. Go for a walk, do some stretching, dance to your favorite song, anything that gets you moving and focused on your body. Sensations instead of your mind as chatter. Another powerful strategy is to schedule your worry time. This might sound counterintuitive, but it works wonders. Instead of letting worries pop up and derail your entire day, set aside a specific time, say 15 minutes every evening, to consciously think about whatever is bothering you. During this time, you have full permission to worry, ruminate, and overthink to your heart's content. You can even write it all down. But here's the crucial part. When that time is up, you're done. If a worry pops into your head outside of this scheduled time, you acknowledge it and tell yourself, "I'll think about this later during my scheduled worry time." This trains your brain to contain the overthinking to a specific window, freeing up the rest of your day to be more present and productive. It gives you a sense of control, showing your mind that you decide when to engage with these thoughts, not the other way around. Practicing mindfulness and meditation is perhaps the most transformative long-term solution. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It's not about emptying your mind, but rather observing your thoughts as they come and go without getting attached to them. Guided meditations, which you can find right here on YouTube, are a great way to start. Even just 5 minutes a day can make a huge difference. Focus on your breath. Feel the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. When your mind wanders, and it will gently guide your focus back to your breath. Each time you do this, it's like a bicep curl for your brain's attention muscle. Over time, you'll find it easier to stay in the present moment, and the constant noise in your head will begin to quiet down naturally. You'll develop a calmer, more centered state of being, where thoughts are just visitors, not permanent residents. Finally, embrace imperfection and practice self-compassion. A lot of overthinking stems from a fear of making the wrong decision or a desire to be perfect. The truth is, life is messy, and we're all just figuring it out as we go. You are going to make mistakes. You are going to have moments you wish you could do over. That's part of being human. Instead of beating yourself up for it, which just fuels the overthinking cycle, try treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a good friend. Acknowledge the effort you put in, learn from the experience, and let it go. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care enough about your own well-being to not let the past poison your present. Remember, progress is more important than perfection. Every small step you take to quiet your mind is a victory. So to recap, become aware of your thoughts, challenge them, ground yourself in the present moment, schedule time to worry, practice mindfulness, and embrace imperfection. These aren't overnight fixes, but with consistent practice, you can absolutely train your brain to be a quieter, more peaceful place. You can break free from the prison of overthinking and start living a life filled with more clarity, joy, and presence. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope these strategies help you find the peace you deserve. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our future content. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Which of these techniques are you going to try first? Or do you have another method that works for you? Sharing is caring. Until next time, be kind to your mind.